is we did our first family interview. I interviewed a lovely family with young children that are being brought up in a family where creation and creating things is encouraged. Before I tell you that story, I wanted to first introduce myself if we haven't already met. My name is Young Pratt, and I am the chief dreamer, podcaster, and author right here at Our Young Creators. At OYC, we are committed to equipping kids with real-world marketable skills like podcasting so that they learn to serve others, create their own brighter futures, and to fund their adventures in the process. I'm so glad you tuned in today because we're talking all about raising creators today. This morning we had our first interview with the Youngkin family, and this beautiful family is a family full of creators. The young boys in this family are all creating things that they're then able to sell at a monthly market just for their kids in their community. Their mom, Esther, has been encouraging them to create and discover their passions and their loves, and it was such a pleasure to hop on an interview via video with the whole family. We discovered that fitting 4 people into the video frame is a bit of a fun game of musical chairs. We had to do a bit of rearranging of everyone just to make sure we could see all of their beautiful faces during our interview. So today we're talking about this notion of raising creators, and what does that mean? To me, a creator is someone who is diving into their skills and passion, making something that wasn't there before, and then they're able to share that creation with the world. In the case of our interview this morning, these little boys are making a myriad of different things, from medieval weaponry to aromatherapy sniffers to Rice Krispie treats, because they're all different ages. And it brought me such joy to connect with another family that really values raising up kids in an environment where they are free to make things. They're free to explore who they are, what they like, and really dive into their passions and talents. Here at our house, I know if you were to look around me, you might be a little bit mortified at the constant chaos and the constant mess that surrounds me in this particular room, which is our art room, because there are messes everywhere. And I have to admit that the mess does get to me sometimes, and we go through days where cleaning up the messes, because there's so many projects going on, becomes quite an event. But as a parent, I know you understand that. You understand that messes are inevitable, and if you have any tips and tricks on how to alleviate the constant barrage of mess, especially if you're raising a creative kid and they're always wanting to explore and test out new things, please pop your tips and comments below, because I could definitely use your help on this one. And earlier in the week, we celebrated on Monday our first inductee into the Do It Scared Hall of Fame. And yesterday, we really kind of backtracked this idea of making a lasting impact and helping our kids to do the same. As we move forward here at Our Young Creators, and before or as our Alexa Flash briefing is coming up shortly, I would love to hear from you. If you are raising creators, and you have kids of multiple ages, and maybe they're grown now, but even during the growing up process, they were always creating something and then wanting to share that with the world, I would love to know. We are currently looking for families who would love to be featured right here on our podcast. If that is you, or maybe it's someone else that you know, I would love for you to share this video with them. I'm going to put a link to let me know that you're interested in doing an interview where you can choose a day and time that works for your schedule and your kids' schedules, and we can hop on a video so we can interact face to face and share what you're doing with your kids, how you're creating with them, and what it is they would like to share with the world. We're all about celebrating the creative spirit and celebrating these young people as they grow up to be creators for the next generation. These creators are the innovators, they're the artists, they're the scientists, they're the leaders that are going to be responsible for taking us into the future. By equipping them with skills, it's such a pleasure to see them take those skills and then apply it into their lives and give them an opportunity at a very young age to start thinking about entrepreneurism and helping them to really plant the seed of growing their ideas into something bigger. So if you are raising creators yourself, you've raised creators that are now grown and are doing amazing things in the world, I would love to chat with you. You can head to our website, ouryoungcreators.com/podcast, and on that page you'll be able to read more about what we do here at Our Young Creators and then register to become a guest on the show. I would love to connect with you and share your stories of creation with the world. Okay, my friends, I am off and running. It's just about time to go pick up my kids from school. Again, I wish you a very wonderful rest of your Friday and an amazing, amazing weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday again at 1:01 p.m. Pacific. Cheers.